Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Avenue Township Workshop Meeting for Thursday, September 18, 2025. This meeting is being held in conformance with the Open Public Meeting Act. Notice has been given to the newspapers of record, posted in the municipal building, and filed with the Township Clerk. The next open public meeting of this Township Council will be held on Thursday, October 16th, 7:30 p.m. Roll call, please.
Councilman Cannon.
Here.
Councilman Hirsch.
Here.
Councilwoman Kelly.
Here.
Councilman Martucci.
Here.
Councilman Swindell.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Montal. Here. Mayor Taylor.
Yes, thank you very, very much. Would our manager kindly walk us through the agenda we're looking at tonight?
Yes. So tonight we have 4 resolutions for review. Resolution 92 is rejecting all bids from the Fireman's Park project and allowing the QPA to now negotiate with all vendors or of the bidders. 2 bidders from the first bid that we did had fatal defects that could not be cured, and then we went back out to bid again, and the lowest responsible bidder at the time had to withdraw his bid for an issue that he saw, and the next lowest bid was actually above our engineer's estimate, so we had to reject those bids. And we will follow our 4811 statutes for procurement, and now we will go to negotiations with the different vendors, and we'll meet with all of them to see who can now give us a proper price.
Terrific.
Item number 93 is, item 93 and 94 is actually good news. These are change orders that will fall under the short concourse and the 2025 road improvement programs. Since our other bids for the different road projects came in under our estimates, we're going to be allocating that money to finish up all of Iron Gate and Inner Way. So these are change orders so we can complete all of Iron Gate and that will complete that road 100%. And then item number 95 is to approve the application to the Department of Community Affairs for the recreational opportunities for individuals with disabilities 2026 grant program. If you remember 2025, we actually did not get the grant that year. Because again, everyone's fighting for all the same money. So this is, we're going back again for the 2026 fiscal year. And again, we do get this grant, we can use this towards our HAM program, towards our summer camp for special needs. We are working hard to make sure we get this. And everything else I will have for my report in regular session. Then we will also need an executive session for this evening as well. If there's any questions, I can answer.
Any questions from the dais here? Any of those items?
And that's it.
That's it. We'll take a motion to go into regular session.
Motion to go into regular session.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great, thank you. This meeting is being held in conformance with the Open Public Meeting Act. Notice was given to the newspaper of record, posted in the municipal building, and filed with the Township Clerk. The next open public meeting of this Township Council will be Thursday, October 16th. Please note that at 7:30 p.m. Roll call, please.
Councilman Cannon.
Here.
Councilman Hirsch.
Here.
Councilwoman Kelly.
Here.
Councilman Martucci.
Here.
Councilman Swindell.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Montal. Here. Mayor Taylor.
Yes, thank you very much. Will you all please rise for a moment of silence and a salute to our bird flag? It's, well, since we have left the last meeting, we've had additional senseless murders and shootings, which I'm sure our hearts go out to the families of all those folks. Also, we'd like to keep in mind all the men and women in uniform who protect us on our soil and on foreign soils to allow us to meet in this forum. And now I'd like to give you a moment for any personal intentions that you have this evening. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. Please be seated. Okay, I'd like to open up the agenda item now. Hearing of the citizens on agenda items only. It's printed on the forms that you have in your hands. So if anybody would like to come up and speak on any of those resolutions, please do so now. Okay, not seeing anyone come up, we'll go to reports, and does any member of council have a report? We've had a pretty busy couple of days. Go ahead, Deputy Mayor.
Yeah, we've had a few things going on, but I'll start by talking about the most recent, and that was our meeting, an opportunity for senior residents and anyone who's on disability that qualifies to come over to our senior center and actually meet with people from the state to fill out their New Jersey stay applications. It went very well. We had about 80 people. Everyone was appreciative. I mean, more than one person mentioned to me as they were leaving that now they felt a big weight being lifted off their shoulders because not only were their questions answered, but their applications were actually entered. And they were given a confirmation number, so they felt very secure that that information was there. So what a great job. But kudos to the staff. I mean, you guys are fabulous. You really nailed it with this one. And thank you so much. I mean, retail, everyone, I mean, it was just fabulous. Everybody had every answer that anyone could possibly ask, so it worked very, very well.
Yeah, absolutely, and I must say the folks in the state were patient,
Oh, terrific.
understanding.
Yes.
They answered everyone's questions, and I think the average person with just a normal yes and no's was 7 to 10 minutes.
Oh, it was quick.
It was so quick, and of course, our staff was working right alongside
Absolutely,
them.
yeah.
And if someone did forget their property taxes,
Yeah.
looked up on the spot, printed out. Someone I know from baseball days years ago just forgot his 2020 state income tax. They called it up.
Really?
So it was like nobody feared anything, and so it just went so smoothly, and we thank everybody here at Town Hall for putting this together, and of course kudos to the state for just an absolute incredible event. It put a lot of people's mind at ease. That was the quote.
Yeah.
Your quote was
Oh,
that.
right, yeah.
I know my mind's at ease too.
Yeah, that makes
so-
sense. I had some unusual questions, so they would work well with those.
It worked very, very well, and of course, we would be remiss if we didn't bring up the fact that we had an incredible 9/11 ceremony, thanks to our manager and deputy manager for adding to that, and the police and the honor guard, and DPW for setting it up, and Dwayne, thank you, and Chief Lloyd, thank you. So just a very somber occasion, and that's all I can say about it, because it's just one of those things, you know where you were that day, and you'll know that the rest of your life. So thank you to our manager for putting that together, and really good. Do you have this in your report?
Yes.
Good, we'll wait for you to do that. Anybody have anything they'd like to add tonight?
Not anymore.
Okay, well, does have something, so we'll turn it over to him right now.
Okay, so we've got a couple for you. I'll start with the events coming up. Again, you spoke on the 9/11 Memorial, and again, that's the staff that helps put that together, and I can't thank them enough, because again, a lot of these things I can't do without them, so, you know, everyone that's basically out here today were very instrumental to get that taken care of, so I thank them as always. Then we can move on to the next ones, and then the next one. So we got Aberdeen Day, you guys didn't know, on this Saturday from 11 to 4, Mattawan Regional High School. Again, autographs, music, family fun zone, different eating contests, and dance contests, and the big thing that we're bringing back again from last year, the High Flying BMX Show. Again, the autograph signers for this year, former New York Ranger Ron Geschner, former New York Met Howard Johnson, and current New York Yankee Oswaldo Cabrera. They will all be here on Saturday, and that is from 1 to 3. And again, we expect a great turnout. We had so many, we were over 400, close to 500 people just for our autograph signing alone, besides coming to the Family Fun Zone. So we expect that, if not more, coming on Saturday. So I hope everyone comes out. It's supposed to be a beautiful day. It's supposed to be, I believe, 72 degrees and sunny. So you know, again, we just can't wait. You know, again, we end at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock on Saturday, and on Monday we already start planning again for our next Aberdeen Day. So, you know, this is you know, a big part of our year, and we're very happy with it. And again, I have to thank all our sponsors as well, because a lot of that couldn't be done without our sponsorships that we get to make sure that we bring the best available Aberdeen Day to our residents. And then after Aberdeen Day, we go into our October events. So Saturday, October 11th at Cambridge Park will be Jazz in the Park. Again, we started with that last year. It was a great success, and we're planning on another great year or evening. And again, that'll be at Cambridge Park. And this year, we will be having the Rusty Monks. And that's actually the group we wanted last year, but they were not able to make it. And the band, the jazz band from last year was fantastic. You're going to really love this group as well. And again, we have alternate ending will be there, serving up small bites and brewery samples as they did last year. So bring your chairs, come and enjoy. It's going to be another great night. I hope to see everybody there for that one. And then we have one more for October. We will have our Bonfire Bash, and that'll be Saturday, October 18th from 5 to 8, also at Cambridge Park. We will have some inflatables, food trucks, and then we'll have a nice big bonfire as far as the fire department will let me go. So we're not giving them the whole ideas, but now I got to work on our chief. And we'll have live music and dancing. Actually, the fire chief, this chief, he's kind of happy about this one. He doesn't have to worry about it. But the fire chief, I got to have a couple more conversations with, because I think they were talking about a small fire, and I'm like, come on, small fire. It'll be safe, we promise. But we will have Screaming Broccoli that evening as our band. If you remember, we had the rain out for Screaming Broccoli back in July, so they were free for this night. We thought this would be a great night to have them there, and to end basically our summer and fall season with a bonfire bash. So I hope everyone again comes out for that one. So Screaming Broccoli goes on at 6, and the bonfire will be lit at 6:30. So I hope everyone does get out there and come enjoy a nice evening over at Cambridge again. So those are up for my events. Today myself, Chief Lloyd, and Wayne Patterson, Director of DPW, and Jackie Struble, Director of HR and Purchasing, we went to the Monmouth County Shared Services Conference in Cold Snack. And, you know, you all know that one of our biggest things is to do shared services, if not with another town, with the county. So the county does put this on almost every year. We like to go just to make sure that we're not missing something that we don't have. And, you know, I have to say, thank goodness, we have almost everything. We work with the county on pretty much everything that they offer, from our municipal assistance agreement, which is more geared towards DPW, from anything from helping with paving of roads, and Of course, the director was very adamant today that they don't do full roads, they'll do portions to help us out with. But salts, snow plowing, trees, you name it, street sweeping, if we need the help or we need equipment that they have that we don't have, we can get that from them. Just this week alone, we requested the construction signboards for Aberdeen Day, and they had no problem giving them to us, and they did it last year, so it's a great to work with them. We do stuff under purchasing, for our commodity resale agreements. There's different programs that we use for the tax assessor's office that we're using, and then we are actually in the process of using with the county clerk's office their open public record system, which they call OPRS RIMS, and it's it'll be a system for us for the archiving and being able to digitize everything that we have to archive and keep in their system for so many years. We're working with him to finish that up, and of course, I think everybody knows, and the chief I know is going to give a little report when it's time for him, but our public safety answering point agreement, which is our 911 system, you know, again, one of the big things that we are working with them on, and I think that was a big hurdle, but, you know, we were working with them on that, and of course, the sheriff actually had a very good presentation about MedStar, and that he just got in 12 new rigs in, they're just being final outfitted, and those 12 rigs, a portion of them are for the Bay Shore area. So as me and him talked again today, he's, you know, again, he knows we want to talk about this, he said, we're coming. You know, the pilot for the Bay Shore was Homedale, and then the rest of the Bay Shore is now incoming, and he hopes to see that by the end of the year, early 2026. And then there's just one other part of the county that's left after that. So we had a great conversation on that. Of course, some of these things like the 911 and even the MedStar and other shared services, it all comes with a cost though too. So he had me meet today and I believe when we were all down there, he talked about it too, but it was the Local Assistance Bureau, they have the LEAP grants, which helps offset costs for your shared services, especially big ones like this. So myself, the sheriff, and the state representatives from DCA, we met, and actually the representative actually just sent me an email that the 2025 grant is over with, but the 2026 grants are getting ready to be put in place, so we have to take what we incurred on costs, and we were putting all that together, and then we will submit that for hopefully some reimbursement from what we had to put out to make the change, which was a lot, but not a lot. So, you know, we were better off than some towns because we had the infrastructure already in place. It was more of just kind of switching switches and stuff, but there was still a little bit of a cost, and we would like to get that, hopefully, get that reimbursed to us to help out in our budget. So we had very good, like I said, it's a great meeting. You know, we do have very good partners at the county, and they know that they have good partners from all of you and in my administration, myself. So this was a good afternoon, a good morning that we had with them to just make sure that, again, we weren't missing anything. So if we were, you know, we do want to make sure that we can, if it's something that we needed, we want to get involved with that. One last thing that I do have is just a small roads report. I went out today to Deerfield to see how that work was going, and we met with our engineers and the inspectors that are working right now throughout the town. Deerfield's moving along very nicely and on time. Under drains should be done by tomorrow, and then the concrete work will start on the street, and that's going to take about 2 weeks or so, depending on weather. And then they will then finish up the roadway on that project. And, you know, we always have issues with residents that, you know, for the inconvenience, and I actually met with one out there today. Her husband just had knee surgery, they're at home, they have the PT people coming to the house, and she's all worried about how to get them down. And our one inspector, Jerry, has been fantastic. He's actually met each resident on the street just to make sure any issues, when the concrete guys are down in front of their house, what they need to do for that day, and if they do have issues. I was out there, I saw one of the officers today, and the one resident that we did talk to about the PT, she came up to him to explain, you know, I have this, and this, what can I do? And it was the same thing. Get them to this point in the road, and we will get them to your house without any problems, and then, you know, don't worry about the PT. So I was very happy that, you know, we're getting the roads done, and everyone will always be inconvenienced when the road is done, but we work very hard through my office, the engineers, DPW, because Wayne's out there all the time making sure with any issues, and of course the police department, because they're out there for the safety aspect, and we're still making sure that the residents are able to use the road in in some way, shape, or form when they're working during the day. So I'm very happy with that. As soon as they're done with Deerfield, then they move into Iron Gate and Shore Concourse, and 2025 road should be completed at that point. We have some other punch list items for some small areas that we need to get to as well. We plan on doing that for this year, just to finish them up. So rather than that, Mayor, I think that's everything, and like I said, we will need an executive session.
Okay. In addition to your shared service comments, and yes, we do have a good relationship with the commissioners. They also gave us a shout out on our Facebook from the shared services about the time home Dell and Aberdeen with a shared service on Line Road. So that was very nice of the county to write that about us and Dell. That we cooperated on that shared service. So I appreciated that.
Can we get one with Haslett now for the rest of the library?
Was that, sir?
Can we get one with Haslett now for the rest of the library?
I think that would be a good one to work on.
Yeah, that would be a really good
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it worked out great, it really did. So, okay, anybody else have any?
I would just like to make a comment today, just so Brian is not aware. I was very impressed when Lucas Brothers and their team were out doing the street I live on how accommodating that they and our police officers were during the time of construction, with people getting to and from home, crossing over the wet cement, okay, putting up planks, giving them, assisting the elders, some of the older people on the street to get across. There's been no complaints about the workmanship that they've done, and the service that's provided to the residents when needed.
Thank you.
Very good to hear. Chief Boyd, any comments?
The transition to Monmouth County, we're 4 weeks in. Just some minor hiccups with the CAD, just getting guys used to the different systems. We've had the same system for 20 years, so that's just been a little challenging for the men and women on the road. But other than that, the county has been, so far, it's gone really well. I will say we just posted today, Coffee with a Cop, October 1st, from 8:30 to 10:30. It's going to be at the Starbucks on Highway 34. We've already gotten some comments about maybe doing something in the evening or weekend so that people that do go to work will have an opportunity to come in later. So we're going to work on trying to get at least another date, one for an evening session and then one for possibly a weekend session. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Anyone else? Okay. Not seeing any. I'm going to move on to number 6 and ask for a motion, please, on number 6.
Yes, Mayor, Deputy Mayor, fellow council members, I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes from workshop, regular, and executive meetings for 2025.
Second.
Councilman Cannon.
Yes.
Councilman Hirsch.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kelly. Councilwoman Kelly.
Yes.
Councilman Martucci.
Speaking to your microphone, Councilman Martucci, she couldn't hear you.
Yes.
Councilman Swindell.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Montal.
Yes.
Mayor Tagliarini.
Yes, thank you very much. Councilman Cannon.
Yes, Mayor, fellow council members, I'd like to make a motion to adopt the consent agenda, which is Resolution 2025-92, 2025-93, 2025-94, 2025-95.
Second.
Councilman Cannon.
Yes.
Councilman Hirsch.
Yes.
Councilwoman Kelly.
Yes.
Councilman Martucci.
Yes.
Councilman Swindell.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Montal.
Yes.
Mayor Tagliarini.
Yes, thank you very much. Agenda 8, hearing of the citizens, any new business, petitions, correspondence, anything that's on your mind. I invite you up to the microphone, if any. Okay. Not seeing anyone rise for that, we'll go right to our attorney to do the executive session motion.
Whereas the Open Public Meeting Act permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas the public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, and whereas the governing body wishes to discuss contractual, personnel, and litigation, minutes will be kept, and once
the matter involving that confidentiality of the above no longer requires that confidentiality, and the minutes can be made public. Now therefore be resolved that the public will be excluded from this meeting. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion.
Second. All in favor?
Okay, and,
We can talk about it.
I'll take that vote.
and we'll also be taking no action at all. And just a simple motion to adjourn now.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Wait a second.
Oh, wait a minute.
All done. Ladies and gentlemen, please get home safe. Thank you for coming out tonight. And we'll see you on 16th.